Boom! I don't know why I do that. I get a kick out of it. I mean, almost want to make it to where I have like a little light or something that just kind of pops up on my hat and just kind of goes up. Poof. Oh, just kidding. Token vaping, guys. Today's juice review is going to be the first flavor in, I believe it's a 5-flavor line that I was given the opportunity to do through a friend of mine who recently moved down to the LA, California area, which is where this line is based out of. He was able to help me acquire this line, and so yeah, it's kind of a really big honor now. So the company is called VLust, or Vaping Lust. Their website is vapinglust.com. As I said, they are based in out of LA, California. It is a 70-30 mix. It is offered in 4 nicotine sizes, a 0, 3, 6, and 12. It is made in an ISO and GMP certified facility. The ISO is the clean room that is manufactured. GMP is for good manufacturing processes. So there's a lot of effort, a lot of care, a lot of attention to detail, and a lot of rules and regulations that are followed in the makings of lines such as this. So I just want to make sure that that is known and that it is made aware, because they do take this very seriously. As you can see, this is going to be a first impression. It is safety sealed, mainly due to the regulations, but coming out of California, everything usually is anyway. Dropper cap, this is their label, this is their logo, the V-Lust right in here. It says Vaping Lust up and top. This says Premium E-Juice, and then the name of the flavor. This one is Bordello. It's nicotine and bottle size. It's a 3 and a 30. Warning and ingredients label and all the warning labels. So pretty simple, pretty basic, but the V-Lust does kind of pop. On their website, like I said, it's vapinglust.com. They do have all of their flavors listed on there, as well as apparel that you can purchase as well. So this flavor here is Bordello. This is supposed to be a blueberry waffle glazed with a sugary maple and then drizzled in a custard. So it's basically kind of like the ultimate sweet breakfast style treat, so to speak. Or if you prefer eating it at night, it can be a dessert type thing. So we're going to go ahead and bust this open, and we're going to go ahead and vape on this. Now, regardless of whatever I get out of this, I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to tell anybody out there what you should feel, how you should take to it, how it's going to taste to you. Everybody's vaping preference and taste palates are completely different. So I just want to make sure that nobody feels that I'm trying to impose my will or force my say onto you. I just want to make that clear. This is purely what I get out of this and how I react to the flavor. So it'll give you a little bit more of an informative base to go off of to decide whether or not it's something for you. Ooh. Now, I'm not normally a huge maple syrup person, but the maple coming out of this smell is actually really kind of addicting or intoxicating. That is good. I get a slight hit of the blueberry on the ending of the inhale, but that's basic maple right there. So I'm going to go ahead and wick this. Brand new, fresh wicked, all set up for this. It is Texas Tough Cotton. It's basically the only cotton that I use from when I first tried it way back when. I really took to it. It wicks really well, holds juice really well, and even on a first fresh wick like this, it doesn't really have a strong cottony taste that some juices do. So on Instagram, it's Texas Tough Cotton. I'm going to go ahead and juice this up here. While I'm doing this real fast, I just need to touch another base. If at any time you get any type of a product and there's any form of a security protocol, whether it's a safety seal, a wrap, a cap, a lid, tape, it doesn't matter what it is. Anything that is supposed to be there to ensure your safety and security, if for whatever reason you look at it and just something about it just does not sit right with you and it makes you feel uncomfortable, don't use it. Just contact the shop that you got it from, contact the company who makes it, contact the company that distributes it. Let them know what's going on so that they can take steps to rectify the situation and get you the proper product in the proper way that it should have been sent to you in the first place. Because regardless, at the end of the day, it's all about your safety and health. So don't ever feel like you can't say anything just because you don't want to create a problem. Because if you do something and you get sick and it's because you didn't say anything, then it's a problem. Okay, so go ahead and do just a really quick pre-burn, get the juice going in the cotton through the coils. And just, I never really state it, but I've had some people ask me. I don't do anything fancy with my coils at the moment, especially with my testing, because it's just simple, it's just basic. I just use a 7-wrap dual coil 24 gauge, ohms out to about a 0.32 to a 0.34. So it's pretty standard. I don't vape very high, as you can see in my videos. I vape right around about 75 watts usually, maybe take it up to 80, but nothing fancy. So that's that. So as you can see right there, 75 watts. And this is Bordello from Vaping Lust. Okay, so for a 70-30, that's pretty decent clouds. Okay, so I'm going to hit just a couple more drops just to kind of get rid of the last little bit of the cotton taste that I do kind of get. It's not super strong, not anywhere compared to some other ones that I've had, but since it is brand new, it does take a little bit there. Okay, so I'm definitely tasting the maple. It is a strong flavor. It does tend to coat a lot of flavors pretty well when it's involved in the flavor profile. So the maple aspect of it is most definitely there. The blueberry is actually, surprisingly, it's not as strong as I thought it would be. Most flavors that I have vaped that have blueberry in them, the blueberry tends to be a bit strong or kind of overtake the flavor profile a little bit. But they were able to put it into this just enough that it doesn't become the center flavor, so that you do try to taste the rest of it. So I do get the blueberry, I do get the maple. The custard that's supposed to be drizzled on there, it seems a little bit weaker than I was expecting it to be, so it's not going to be as super creamy as one might think when you have maple syrup involved with a custard drizzled. So it's not as creamy of a vape as I assumed it was going to be, going by the flavor profile, but it is slight enough. I mean, it's slight, but you do get a little bit of it on the tail end. Now, the one thing that does kind of that doesn't work for me on this, however, is because it is a 70-30, it is a little bit thinner than I do prefer. Usually, most of the juices that I have in my own personal supply is at least an 80-20 or higher. I do like the higher VG. It's a thicker cloud, but it's a smoother vape. I am getting a bit of a throat hit from this that I'm just not a fan of. It's not super harsh, it's not super hard, but it is enough of a little scratch on the back of my throat that I could see if I vape this long enough that would start to irritate me. So for me, this would not be an all-day vape choice. Flavor-wise, it's not as super potent as I was hoping it would be. The maple is definitely there, but I was hoping that the custard would be a little bit stronger. As I stated, the blueberry doesn't really pop as much as it does in other flavors. Yeah, so overall, it's not a bad flavor. It's just not one that I would choose if I did a taste test off of it. Like if I went into the shop and I sampled this, it's not one that I would probably purchase on my own. the throat hit alone is just a little bit more than I prefer. So for me, it's kind of a little bit of a deal breaker on that particular flavor. Custard, I wish would have been a little bit stronger. The maple definitely is the center stage flavor from what I get out of this, and the blueberry is on the beginning of the vape, but it tends to get a little bit overtaken when the maple flavor kicks in. So overall, not a bad flavor, just not my choice. But it's Bordello by vapinglust.com. Check them out on Instagram. Check out their webpage at vapinglust.com. Guys, thank you so much for the opportunity to do this review. I will be doing your other flavors as well and doing separate installments for them and follow-up videos. But thank you guys very much. Regardless of whatever, this is still a big esteemed opportunity and privilege of mine. So thank you very much for that. Guys, as always, I'm Token Vaping here on YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Pinterest. Anything that I can do to help enhance your vaping experience, no matter what it is, reach out to me, let me know, whether it's a comment, constructive criticism, a concern, a video that you'd like to see, anything that I can do to help better your vaping. That's all I want to do. That's the only reason why I do this. So definitely reach out to me and let me know. As always, I am eternally grateful and humbled by all the support and the people out there that take the time to watch my videos. So until next time, guys, Token Vaping, vape on, vape strong. Have a good night.